Thank you. We'd like to now have a 2-minute closing statement.
That's it, huh? You want to get home for the Giant game? You've heard a lot back and forth tonight. You've heard some claims that the town board's an echo chamber. It's absolutely untrue. I mean, I said this at the last forum put on by .info. Anybody who argues with Dave Morandi knows that it's not an echo chamber. John Van Tassel is vocal at all the meetings. I hear from everybody. And, party affiliation has nothing to do with local politics. You say, oh, we need a Republican on the board. You need qualified people is what you need on the board. You need smart people. You need people who are going to be proactive to look in the future. The first year I got on the board, I looked at that 10% cut because I saw it was coming down the road. We saw an economic downturn coming before it came. We got that 10% cut, and it put us in better stead than we would be now, better off than many of the surrounding communities. So you need smart people, and we have good candidates running. There was a lot of things brought up tonight I wish I could talk about, and we could talk about them in the future. The money that goes to the county is another thing. We talk about $1.8 million in sales tax. That may be true. That fluctuates, $1.8, $2 million. But there's still $6+ million in property tax going over there. You can't forget about $6 million also leaving. Years, it has been approaching $9 million. So you can't say, well, it's only $1.8 million. And mandates. Mandate is a buzzword. I'm tired of hearing it, mandate. We're not under any oppressive mandate here. And also when you talk about mandates, you talk about the healthcare system, you talk about retirement. Those are things that you do have partial control over, believe me. You can talk about employment, the number of employees you have, staffing you have. I'm a lifelong resident of this community. I run a small business here. I've raised my family here. I went to Loretto School. I went to Haldane. I've lived there my entire life. I know the needs of this community. Trying to sum up my 12 years on the town board in 2 minutes is very difficult. One thing I have done is saved this town a tremendous amount of money. I've done comprehensive insurance reviews, infrastructure projects. I saw this town through disasters, both natural and man-made. We've seen an economic downturn that no one in this room has ever lived through the likes of. So, that proactive decision to cut the budget has put us in excellent stead. We have fund balances in both funds. We recovered well from 2 back-to-back hurricanes without major impacts to the budget. That is a skillful, set of things that were done here. So anyone who has any questions, I'd love to hang around and answer them. And I want to thank the PCNR. One thing I would say is we are all about building community. And, in light of current discussions, I think that we could do a better job of coming together as a community and really just trying to listen to each other. I read the paper, I've seen the critique most recently. I think that when you step into the public forum, you're going to have to develop a pretty thick skin, whether you're a politician, whether you're a newspaper editor, whether you're a publisher. I think that there's a lot of opportunity out there to discuss the things that divide us and really try to focus on the things that unite us here in town, which are far, far more than the things that divide us. I don't think that this is a hateful community at all. I think there are a lot of great people here. I think there are people willing to work together, and I'd really like to see us work hard together and have more of these forums, just not about elections or political times. Have these forums to have open public discussions about the issues that people see are important. So I want to thank you again. Thank the PCNR. Thank you very much.